Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host Mary Ellen. This is an episode of the Edith Holden project where I am using as page-by-page inspiration the classic Edith Holden book that all of the junk journalists know and love, the country diary of a Edwardian lady. And we've done January, so we also had to start on February. So let's have a recap. So one of the things that I'm also doing at the same time is the Book of Firsts. So this is a kit that Cindy at Studio Lou has on her Etsy site where you can track the months and the days, and she has a calendar where you can keep track of all of the firsts that you are experiencing from a natural standpoint. So let's say the first snowfall, the first robin, the first whatever. So this is my January. Lot of firsts here as it relates to birds. I have heard saw three robins. That's concerning. I heard a Canada goose. Also concerning because they are 100% spring birds, and also we have iris sprouting. So that's in my garden and also sort of around the neighborhood. So this heat has natural consequences. So this is my page 1, and yes, the 4 is wonky. I don't care. So January, we gained 51 minutes of daylight. This is some art. Nita Bagley, which is a nice poem. Milkweed, Morning Dove, kind of a derp. And I'm keeping diaries on the same days that she did. This is Creeping Myrtle. Some more diary. She has written a lot of poetry in hers, and poetry is just a lot of writing. And so I am looking for quotations that I like in particular and trying to do an illumination, which is kind of what that L is. I'll get better as we go on. And then she also does periodically studies of particular things, and I use the study of the Eastern White Cedar. So that's my January, all done and dusted. Then we had to do February. And so February, this isn't a first, but I am recording it. We have a whole day of sunshine today, so that's amazing. So there's 9 things that we'll have to do this month. And so I am essentially preparing the cards that I'm going to use, and then I put in pencil what's got to go there. So I've got to do a bunch of drawings. She does a drawing before she does the title page of February. There'll be a quote there. And then this is diary. So she had 10 entries all on one page, and they were all this way. And I just decided to use more of a comic book style of putting in panel writing. So that's my fun there. And while we're here, might as well just do a little bit of, I was going to say photocopying. We're not photocopying, we're painting. Oof. Squirt, squirt, squirt. I should do that's one of the things that I should do. Somewhere there is an appropriate piece of paper. I was handling earlier today a strip of, here it is. Here it is. It's good enough. I'll do that after we do this. So, because there's no real debate that February is going to be red. And I think this is the right red. Sure. Well, it's going to be now. Yep. I am enjoying this project, and I am aware that I am aware, if that makes any meta sense. While one always sort of is aware of your surroundings, if you are aware of it in the way that you are going to then be recording it, it's different. It's more acute, it's more regular. I am looking more, which is, I'm sure, part of the point. One of the firsts, I think, that I said about January was that the iris are sprouting. And I am making all kinds of commentary that says that, oh, well, that's early. I have literally no idea. Is that early? Maybe. Might not be. And this record, because it has gone through my hands and it's my essentially study guide, I will know because I have done it, if that makes any sense. And I'm super excited about that. It's kind of like a full course, like a year's course. In other news, this morning I set up the iron dye per Catherine K3N's recipe. And so I have to wait 24 hours. It's bananas. I have lots of patience. I just use it up very quickly. And so I just keep going back into the kitchen and kind of patting it to see, well, are we okay? It's like, well, yes, of course we're okay. I don't know how I did the other one. You know what? It'll be fine. Okay, well, that's a bit of a mess. I'm not gonna lie. Let's take some of that water out. Okay. I want to put some orange in. Well, that made it better. Not really. Oh, painting is hard. Art is hard. All the people watching that know how to do this are like, oh, at least she's trying. Yes, at least I'm trying. That's... Okay, we need to stop because I am just making it worse. Okay, stop. Oh, and and I think the reason why I did that little gap was so that I could say sunrise here and sunset there. Well, there we are. Oh dear, I was going to use my sleeve just to splodge that up. That's not a good idea. So we've got that, and it's got to dry. And we have February underway. So let's do right to left. I've got a couple of things now that have been swatched, and it is so useful to have a swatch done, because what you see is not necessarily the color that it will be. And to have that before you start getting everything all wet and messy, super helpful. Okay. And we'll do, I almost want to turn the corner and do that, but that's kind of a bad idea. I'm always tricked by the difference between that red and that sort of pink. There, okay. So that is really the update. We've got January in the books, we've got February started, and we'll see what we get. Anyways, as always, thank you so much for joining. Certainly appreciate your company, and let me know in the comments if you're trying something similar. That's all for now. Take care of yourself and stay out of trouble. Bye now.